this new normal. Get a taste of life. Discover facts of life. And enjoy all spices of life. Let's celebrate and win in life. One slice at a time. Slice of Life with Albert and Rada.
Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for tuning on, and this is the Slice of Life with AA. Today, we'll be having a guest who will be representing the Miss Universe Philippines in the Miss Universe Beauty Pageant, and I am so excited. But before that, please subscribe and like Lx2 Entertainment in Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Today, we are beyond very lucky to be given a chance to feature probably one of the most sought after personalities. She is a woman, a very phenomenal one, who will be representing our country, the Philippines, in the Miss Universe Beauty Pageant in the United States. So let's all watch this. From being Miss Iloilo to becoming Miss Universe Philippines, this fine and empowered lady is ready to bring back home the Miss Universe crown. In a special one-on-one exclusive interview, all the way from Florida, USA. Please welcome Miss Universe Philippines 2020, Miss Rabiya Mateo, here on Slice of Life with AA. All the way from the United States of America, we welcome on Slice of Life Miss Universe Philippines 2020, Rabiya Mateo. Hi, Rabia.
To all of our viewers all over the world, kamusta kayo? I hope that you guys are safe and doing well in life. Always remember to become a blessing to other people because you will never go wrong with kindness.
Let's talk about first your humble beginnings as an Ilongga. Okay, who is Rabiya Mateo before she became Miss Universe Philippines 2020?
Well, Tito Albert, I had my humble beginnings. I had simple childhood. I studied in a public elementary school. And then, there was this moment in our life where we can't even afford to pay our electric bill. Can you imagine? We're at that point of poverty. But my mom would always inspire me. Every night, we would do this thing. Like, we don't have a television, of course. So what we do is that we tell things that we want to have in the future. And I would always make a promise to my mom that someday, when I finish my studies, I'm gonna buy her the biggest television ever. So that was been my source of motivation up until I reached college. Tito Albert, I was able to enter college as a full scholar. So those were the times in which I really need to balance being a working student. I was doing modeling gigs. I was a brand ambassadress for several products. And it taught me to be humble. I remember I was giving out flyers inside malls. And people would reject me. Those were the moments in which sometimes you feel like this is not the path for me. You're gonna lose hope. But no, that taught me to be stronger, to have a personality in which I can talk to all people from all walks of life. That's why I think that humble beginning prepared me for big things today. And
Wow.
Tito Albert, I mean, I never, I am not ashamed of who I am in the past because it was able to transform me to be the phenomenal woman that I am today.
Wow. Well, I know you've been through difficult times, but you see, you're Miss Universe Philippines 2020. And when we started, I saw you were just a very, very simple, grounded lady. Di ba, when during even our Miss Universe Philippines pageant, you were just, whenever I visit you girls backstage, I often see you like in one side only. You're just there, you're just concentrating, you're just focusing on what you want to do, and you're just so quiet, so quiet. I even approached you, di ba? What happened to your dress? The dress, and later, Shall I tell them, Rabia?
Yeah, sure, Tito Albert.
Well, because I noticed that there was something wrong with the hem of her gown, and she was about to go on stage, right, Rabia? Then I approached her. I said, Rabia, what happened to the hem of your dress? Then what did you say?
I was putting pins just to make it shorter because my gown was too long for me.
And there were safety pins all around the hem.
Yes.
Then I even asked you, like, are you sure you can, like, walk properly with all those pins around? Then she said yes. So I was so amazed, I was so amazed. Like, when at the back, you were just like a simple girl, but once you go on stage, you were like a lion. You were just like roaring. You were just naming everything. Like, it was so fun to see you on stage. So, how was it? Like, how did you enter the world of pageantry? How did you start?
Actually, Tito Albert, it was an impulsive decision. I was already working in Manila as a lecturer in a review center. And then some of the people in Iloilo called me and they were pushing me to join Miss Iloilo because we have 3 crowns like Miss Iloilo Universe, Miss Iloilo Binibini, Miss Iloilo World. So my mom, she's very pushy. She called me and she said, I know at the back of your mind, you really want to become a beauty queen and you're not getting any younger. And I was so scared. I was 23, Tito Albert. Like, I'm not even sure about what's gonna happen. But my mom would always encourage me to take risks because you will not be able to achieve success if you don't know how to put one step forward.
Yeah,
So
that's
it started with Miss Iloilo. I won. I was also an underdog without any experience at all.
wow.
So I entered Miss Universe Philippines. It's like, I think I was preparing for just a week from the moment I won Miss Iloilo. And the rest was history.
Yes, and I remember, like you're one of the favorites, but you weren't one of the top favorites, right? Like, you just came like from nowhere during that pageant night. Like, we were all so surprised. Like, when we see you on stage, that was the time I noticed that, oh, this woman is phenomenal. This beautiful woman will gain victory in the Miss Universe. So far, your advocacy as a beauty queen has always been education,
Yes.
right? And why did you choose this advocacy? I know you're a lecturer, but why did you choose this particular advocacy?
Education is very close to my heart, Tito Albert. I saw how it transformed my life. It got me out of poverty, to be honest. And because I was able to finish my studies, I graduated as cum laude, I was able to land a great job. And, in the simple things like I was able to pay for my brother's tuition fee, I was able to put food on my family's plate. But in my end, that is how I define success. And
Wow.
we are considered to be a developing country. So there's a lot of poor families here in the Philippines. So I want them to have the same opportunities I had in my life. That's why I'm very much passionate in teaching my students, because you don't know that it's, now you're passing your knowledge to them. Someday they're gonna pass that to another person. It's like you're a medium of blessing.
That's very true, because these students, they come to you, they approach you, like they tell you their problems, and it feels like you're so confident that you have captured their hearts, and that is very important if you are a teacher, right?
That's true. And Tito Albert, just to share some things, some of my students are the same age like me, I started teaching 21. So I thought that was a disadvantage on my end. I thought that my students won't take me, seriously. But it was different. As a young educator, you get to relate to them more. You know their struggles. You're not there like as a teacher, but you're also their friend. And it speaks a lot on how you were able to help them have their licenses. It was a beautiful experience, Tito.
Yes, that's very true. So, so far, what are the activities you have done or participated that promotes your advocacy?
Well, Tito, I've been working with several local government unit, but I have this baby project in Iloilo that even before Miss Universe Philippines, the moment like I was still a candidate in Miss Iloilo, I was the face and the ambassador of Feed Me in a Radio program. I can really
Mm,
relate to the families, Tito. Like
yeah.
the parents are working around the dump site. If you're gonna
Mhm.
interview some of the students, they can't even afford to eat at least 3 times a day. Can you
Mm,
imagine that? And what we
right.
do is that every Friday we provide feeding program. And then
Oh,
after that, we're gonna have reading sessions. So for most of the time, I'm gonna read them a story with moral lesson. I'm gonna teach them how to read and how to write. You know, the basic, the fundamental components of literacy. Because it's gonna like create a big difference on how they live their life.
that's true. You are a servant. A servant for the Filipino people, for the Philippines. And I see you like working in a government sometime. I see you like you'll be in a great position, in a high position with the government because you have the heart of reaching out to people and teaching people. So that is very important once you are in the government. And I see you that, someday, and I wish and I pray that you would be one servant of the Philippines.
Thank you,
Okay.
Tito Albert.
You're welcome. Well, let's talk about the people behind you. In every success, there's always these people that you always go home to after a day's work. In
Yeah.
your case, who are the people behind the success of Rabiya Mateo?
Tito, there's a lot of people that I would like to thank. Like, it takes a village to build a beauty queen. People would see
Right.
me, all glammed up, but they didn't know the early call times, the hair and makeup that I need to do, everything. And actually, I developed some friendship with my road managers who are working for the organization. It feels good that you have these people who would run for you, who would do anything for you, who would save you in the middle of a situation. And I was building not just friendship, but I consider them as my family. Especially
Mm,
I'm living alone here in Manila. It's really difficult. But there were a lot of people like designers who are helping me, designers out of nowhere, who would
yes.
message me, who would like to reach out. And it feels good to have that solid support group, to have
Oh,
those people behind you who rally for you and who really want you to win.
well, Rabia, it's really very important, like to have a group under you whom you treat as a family, whom they consider you also as their little sister. Because in Miss Universe Philippines organization, that is what's all about. It's all about the family. It's not just a group of friends, a group of organizers, but what we're trying to have here is a family. So, welcome to our family. We're very happy and proud to have you in our family in Miss Universe.
Thank you, Tito Albert. You know what? I feel like I am the first baby of the
Yes,
organization.
yes, you are.
And it's touching, it's overwhelming that like Miss Shamsi Supsup, Miss Leah Andrea Ramos, Attorney Tere would message me and would give me advice because they've been in my possession. They know the pressure that comes with the territory, and I do appreciate the little things. And can you imagine? I flew here in the US and I feel like I brought Team Philippines with me. It's the
Yeah,
seven of us who flew, and
right.
everything was so easy, everything is accessible because Sir Jonas Gafford is really doing his best to provide all my needs. And thank you
Yeah.
so much. I am blessed to be your first ever Miss Universe Philippines.
Yes, and you know what, ladies and gentlemen, like me and Rabi, it's our first time to have a real talk.
That's
Because I don't want to interfere with her busy schedule, and way back in the Philippines, you were as busy as a bee. You know that, and all every minute, every hour counts a lot, and it's all precious. Even now, we are so grateful. Like in behalf of Lx2 Entertainment and Slice of Life with AA, we are very, very grateful that you gave us, or you gave us a little of your very precious time in this universe. So, In most of your interviews, you have talked tremendously about your mother. So, how significant is the role of your mother in your journey as Miss Universe?
Tito Albert, my mom is my source of strength and joy. She would always tell me that regardless of what success I achieve in my life, I still need to have that humble heart to accept whatever results may be. If I win, I need to have that character to do my duty as the next Miss Universe. And if I don't win, I still need to continue to be kind to the people around me. She would always tell me that. And my mama, she's a cool mom. I would always make a joke that sometimes she's strict. She's actually between the boundaries of Mommy Junisha and Mommy Divine. but she's very funny, and every time she would see her photo on television, she would take a picture of that and send it to me, and she would tell me, "Anak, I'm also sikat."
Yeah, she is. She is. And I look forward to meeting her personally, especially when you win Miss Universe title. Okay. So, before you left for the US, really mothers are very important. They always have a very big space in our hearts. Like your mom was very supportive. I also had my mom, like before, was very supportive too. She was there for me. It's different. Under like to be under your mom's care, that they would give advices. Sometimes they're so strict. Sometimes you get offended. But
Yeah.
a mom is a mom. Like you really have to follow. It's just a matter of like discussing things like with them, and you just have an ear to listen, you know, to their advices. So before you left for US, did you have a chance to meet or speak with your mom? What did she tell you?
I was being emotional during my last few days in the Philippines because my mom flew from Iloilo to Manila just to see me. But the thing, Tito Albert, I was already observing my self-isolation in preparation for
Yeah.
my test trip.
Yes.
And there was this moment the day before I left. She was inside the car and I was like meters away from her. And I was just doing that. I can't even hug
Oh,
her.
yes,
Even
yes.
like kiss her. And she was
Mhm.
saying, "Go anak, kaya mo yan." And and I don't wanna cry. But sabi ko, "Ma, I'm just gonna make bawi when I get home from the US. And hopefully, I'm bringing the crown with me. So pray for me, Mama." She's
Oh,
she's everything that I have, Tito Albert, and I really want to give her all the beautiful things in life because she's a good woman and she
mm,
deserves it.
that's true. We learned also that you also had a chance to have several talks with our Miss Universe 2015 Pia Words Back.
Yes.
What have you been discussing? And what are the lessons she imparted to you?
You know what, Tito Albert? There was a point in this journey in which I was starting to lose my identity because it's really hard. There's a lot of voices, especially in what I see in social media. And it was a very helpful moment when Miss Pia Words Back reached out to me. And
I
we
think I
really,
remember that time when you were like feeling that way.
yes,
And everybody got so worried. Like we
yes.
suddenly had a board meeting. Like everybody has to meet because you were feeling that way. Yeah, we were so worried too. So go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's okay, Tito Albert. And she would share her fair share of experience being in the spotlight in which other people are gonna bash you. People are gonna say you're not good enough. But that is an opportunity for you to prove them wrong. So instead of listening to the naysayers, focus on your goal. Because your heart is there. You really want to win for your country. And that is a greater cause. So I was able to express all my frustrations. She's like a sister to me, a big sister. She knows what I'm going through during that time. And she
Right.
understands. That's why up until this moment, we have open communication. She actually gave me a lucky charm.
Wow.
I
Okay.
brought here in the US.
Mhm. And like Pia Wurzbach is a very grounded woman. I know her. And she's really out there, like all out to support everyone, anyone who's in need. So she's a phenomenal woman, by the way. And like winning Miss Universe, it really gave honor to our country. And she's a very nice woman, and I'm sure she had imparted a lot of things to you, and like to help you, to be comfortable when you're in Miss Universe already. Because sometimes, hindi ba, I don't know, are you nervous now? Like, because like you're entering Miss Universe already. You're in the real pageant.
Yeah.
Like, well, how do you feel? How do you feel right now?
There were moments in which I think the nerves gets into me. I think
Oh.
that's normal, and it's a good type of pressure. Tito Albert, you know me, I'm very competitive. Those moments in which you saw me, I was just being silent backstage. I was in my zone. So it's good that I'm not that complacent enough. At least there's still areas that I want to improve on. I still aspire to have progress up until this moment. But I would remind myself that I shouldn't forgot how to enjoy this dream.
Mm.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
the biggest fight of my life, but it's still a once in a lifetime opportunity to carry the Philippine sash across my chest.
Yes. At first, because ladies and gentlemen, when she won, we thought she was a very shy girl, the typical very very shy woman. Even upstage, she's just like that, a very simple one. If you remember, in the midst of like um intrigues and everything, we called you one time, that early, and we asked you how are you, and we really felt and saw that you were a fighter. You are a fighter, because we were also surprised. Like, we were waiting, like, for you to say, I don't think I can do this, or I think I want to quit. But instead, we saw you firm, strong, and you said, I want to pursue this. I want to do this.
Tito
I
Albert,
want
you're
to.
making me cry. I remember that moment, that exact
Yes.
video call, in which
Right.
um I know it was a different kind of win. I wasn't able to enjoy my victory on that day. But I need to be strong. I know God put me in this position. He gave me the title for a reason. And my mom doesn't raise me to be a quitter. I'm gonna fight in life because I know what kind of legacy I want to live. And
Right.
thank you, Tito Albert, for being kind to me. You are very kind to me. Maraming salamat po talaga.
Naku, naiiyak tuloy ako, Rabia. Kasi, not it's not you, it's the rest of the board who really fought for you. I mean, we just want you to be strong. You didn't see us, like so emotional, but ngayon nakikita mo na. Kasi
Yeah.
I just can't control it. Like, I'm so proud of you. You're there, representing the Philippines, and you're a very strong woman. Buti na lang, you're like that. Kasi otherwise, we won't have the Miss Universe Philippines that we're looking for. So, in behalf of Miss Universe Philippines, we thank you so much. Ayan, pinaiyak mo tuloy ako. Dapat ikaw.
Tito Albert, thank you so much for fighting for me. Thank you po talaga. I mean, these are the things that the media doesn't know. But maraming salamat po talaga sa pagtitiwala mo sa akin.
Yeah, because, Rabia went through a lot of things. The whole organization went through a lot of things which people do not know. And, but, we're still very cheerful in front of people. It doesn't show. We're just very strong. We're just the right team to represent Miss Universe Philippines and the Miss Universe. Teka, sandali. Okay, let's go back. Whew. Okay. Now, at this moment, we would like to show you a surprise video. This video will help you, like inspire you in your fight in the Miss Universe. And let's take and take a look and watch this message and video specially for you. Let's watch it.
Hello, good morning sa inyong lahat. Si Rabia bilang isang anak, siya ay mabait, matalino, mapagmahal, masunurin, at
Pinapayak niyo ako.
masayahing bata. Bless si Rabia kasi naniniwala ako na maliliit pa yan sila na kapag natutulog sila, pinipray over ko yan sila, and answer prayer naman ako sa mother. Kaya nakikita ko rin sa mga anak ko na bless sila ngayon, maganda rin ang buhay nila ngayon, na kahit may mga trials, may mga obstacle na overcome namin. Siyempre, proud ako, no? Sino ba hindi na pa proud? Gusto ko lang sa anak ko na maging masaya siya sa journey niya, maging grateful siya sa mga taong tumutulong sa kanya, at maging stay as natural, as humble as she is before until now. Message ko lang sa iyo, anak, magpakabait ka dyan, magdasal ka mabuti, kahit na mag-isa ka lang dyan, God will protect you, God will give you guidance, and laban lang sa kinakaharap mo na competitions. Pinipray ka namin dito, at mahal na mahal ka namin, and take good care of yourself. I love you, we love you, enjoy your journey. Bye!
Tito Albert!
What's your message to your mom? Sige, ikaw na, talk.
I don't usually say this, Tito Albert, but I really love my mom. Like, I really want to make her proud.
Yeah.
Because I've seen how much she sacrificed even her own dreams just to see mine come true. And sabi ko nga, I made a promise that I will work really hard so that I can provide all her needs. Because I want her to enjoy her life. And she's not just my mom, she's also my best friend. I really love her po talaga. Unconditionally.
Wow. Mommy Christine, thank you so much. Maraming salamat po sa when you did this video for Rabia, and I'm sure you're very proud of her, and Rabia is proud of you as well as her mom, because you raised her in a very proper way. She's a grounded person, kahit na nandiyan pa rin the crown is on her head. She's really a very, very great woman. And Mommy Christine, maraming salamat po. Thank you very much. So, now let's talk about naman your preparation, Rabia. I know that you have prepared so well during the national competition, and this time, different level na, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi it's Miss Universe already. Can you share some of your preparations?
Well, Tito Albert, I realized that during Miss Universe Philippines, I was able to peak at the right time. It was an advice I got from Miss Chomsy Supsup. And it's still the same game plan that, me and the organization has prepared. And now, I feel like I'm a student. I would always make jokes na maybe we are isolated kasi this is considered to be bahay ni Mama J.
Yes.
Every one of us has that task. And the moment I wake up, I would do my workout. I would focus with my fitness to achieve that Miss Universe ready body. And for the rest of the day, it's like a routine. I do it every day. It's like a student learning at school. So there's no shortcut to success. You really need to sweat. You really need to cry tears. You really need to spend some time and effort to learn something. And it's a beautiful journey that leads to more growth and development as a woman. That's why I am very thankful for the privilege that is given to me to represent our country, Tito Albert.
Yes. One of your favorite parts of your preparation is the life coaching.
Yes.
Tell us more about it.
Well, Tito Albert, I will be honest, my journey, my preparation was kind of shaky because, as what I've said earlier, there was a moment I was losing myself. I was losing my identity. And my life coaching session helped me to bring Rabia back. And I remember this greatest lesson, takeaway that I got from Miss Grace De Castro, my coach. She said that there's no title in this world that is worth losing yourself. And the louder the voices gets into your head, the closer you are to the goal. Always remember that. So you really need to always stick to your core. Why did I enter beauty pageants in the first place? Why do I want to win? And because I was able to find that motivation again, I was able to perform well during our trainings. It's all about having that winning perspective, and life coaching helped me to achieve that kind of mindset.
Wow. Yeah. Like, iba talaga. Rabia's different. You're really different. Kasi sa ko, it's my first time to have real talk with you. And, I know that you're a very intelligent and witty person, individual, but it's different when, I'm talking to you now. Like, it's different. I felt so different. So, um, before the weeks before, no, it's not weeks, like, yeah, weeks before the D-Day,
Yeah.
you've been making a buzz already. You're always doing greatly on polls. And every time you're in the spotlight, you've been presenting yourself so well. From day one pa lang, before when your departure from Manila, your arrival, everything, each day is so, your performance are like from 1 to 10, let's say 9.9 to 10. And, I just hope you maintain this till the day, okay? And so what's the idea of all this? Like, can you share what you want to show the world, like the Filipino craftsmanship, like if you have the chance to show it, or like for her also, like when as Miss Universe Philippines, what's the idea behind all of this? How do you want to share?
Tito Albert, I'm very thankful for my stylist who helped me, conceptualize how I will be able to present myself in this competition. We talked and we decided that for the past few years, the former Miss Universe Philippines have been highlighting the textile, the cloth that we have. So
Mm-hmm.
now we wanted to focus in the artisan, in the craftsmanship. And you know what? It's overwhelming that over 100 designers all over the Philippines were able to help me in this journey. From
Yeah.
Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. It's like I'm carrying Team Philippines with me. And still, in everything that I wear, I make sure that there's a touch of Rabia added to it. It's more of open communication. So
Mm-hmm.
that every time I'm in a public or I'm doing like a sponsor visit, I'm comfortable in what I'm wearing, and
Right.
it shows.
Mm-hmm.
People can really sense if you are comfortable. So now I have something to offer. There's a lot of clothes that I haven't worn yet. There's a lot of things that's gonna surprise the country. Tito Albert, you know that. We've been
Right.
preparing for this one. And I'm
Yeah.
excited for the coronation night because I've been working really hard for this. And I'm praying that through me I will be able to highlight the creativity of a lot of amazing Filipino designers.
That's true. Well, in behalf of Miss Universe Philippines, we'd like to thank each and every designer, stylist, especially Rain and M. Also our jewelry designers too, True Design. Everyone who's been very supportive with Rabia. And we were surprised. There were lots of them. Lots of them really were helping. We're helping you. And I even told Rain, like, okay, just get one dress from me. That will be fine with me. Pero with the numbers of dresses that you'll be bringing, okay, just keep me aside na lang. It's okay with me. As long as she wins, that's one perfect a gift for everyone. It's not a matter of she wearing me, but it's a matter of her wearing the crown of Miss Universe. So I was saying, I'm just so thankful that these supporters, are really there for you. They really love you. like it shows. And it's very important also, like for you, like the one who's wearing the dresses, should be very confident and very comfortable on what you're wearing, because fashion in you speaks about yourself. It doesn't really speaks about what you're wearing, but it really speaks about the personality in you. So, that's one great thing that the Filipinos are, because everyone's very supportive with each other. Di ba, Rabia?
Yes. It's like the bayanihan spirit is with me. And I brought like a lot of amazing designers with me here by
Mm.
spirit. That's why Tito Albert, I'm very grateful for the
Mhm.
organization because they made everything for me easier.
It doesn't stop only here in the Philippines, but also the Filipino community in the United States, right, Rabia?
That's true. I met some of the Filipino community here, Tito Albert, and I must say, iba magmahal yung Pilipino. The moment we arrived at the airport, I can really feel the warmth. And I actually didn't feel like homesick because
Mm.
every day, almost every day, there's gonna be somebody who's gonna send us Filipino food.
Right. Kaya nga,
A simple way,
during
but
your,
speaks a
yeah,
lot.
during your first meal nga one of the team posted, and I was so surprised. There were like kare-kare on the table.
Yes.
Sabi ko, ano ba kayo? Sabi ko, bakit hindi American food kaagad? Filipino talaga, hindi kayo makalampas sa
On the
Filipino.
first day.
Yes, on the first day. Anyway, this is one question. One of the hardest parts of the journey would be the pressure that comes with it. How are you handling this so far?
The good thing, Tito Albert, even before in college, pressure works on my side.
Mhm.
I get to be better once I'm under pressure. It squeezes all the creative juices in me, all the
Yeah.
creative side. So
Right.
so I love the thought that there's a pressure for me not to be complacent.
Like there's a time I create beautiful dresses. But if it's relaxed, I could just rely on myself.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be fine with this. So let's talk about the pageant during the pandemic. Even though everyone has been raving about Miss Universe, we all know that we are still in the midst of this pandemic. How hard it is to represent the country while at the same time keeping yourself safe.
Tito Albert, it's really hard. I remember we have big plans, grand media conference for me, a lot of trainings, one-on-one trainings with my pasarela for my Q&A, but it did stop for the last few weeks while I was in the Philippines. Because, my health is the top priority of our organization, and I truly appreciate you guys for doing such thing. But it's all about finding the balance. And even though my trainings are done virtually, I still need to motivate myself that I need to win.
Right.
I need to win so that even though I'm doing my Q&A virtually, I still get to have beautiful insights from my trainer. And I read. Every night I read. It's like I'm a student. I'm reviewing again. And the good thing is also I'm living with Sir Jonas Gafford in one house. So I get to have my pasarela from time to time.
Correct. So if there's one part of the competition you feel you would do well, what would it be?
Tito Albert, I don't want to be secured. But my favorite part of the competition is the question and answer portion.
I know that.
Yes, I think it's because I always try to share my experience. When I answer, I try to make that question personal to me. I speak from the heart. That's why I think that is my strength.
So aside from all the work you need to do for the pageant, of course, there's also the fun part. How's the experience so far?
I get to bond with Sir Jonas Gafford. And you know what? I was fangirling. I was scared when I first saw Mama J. Because to just see him on YouTube training Pia, Megan, Kylie, he's part of the legacy. He's
Yes.
like one of the um pioneer when it comes to training beauty queens.
Right.
So now it feels good that it's like a dream come true that I'm working with him. And it's the fun part. Those people that you get to see on television now are just one text away from you.
Correct. That's
So
true.
it's the growth and the connection that you make.
That's very true. Now you've been in USA, in the United States, for several weeks already. How's the experience? I know that you were in quarantine for quite some
Bubble.
time, so you're in a bubble. So you just went out recently for some activities. So how was your experience?
Too bad, there's still a pandemic ongoing.
Yes.
But at least I was able to visit that Hollywood sign, that iconic sign. And I
Oh
thought it
yeah.
was bigger in movies. But I was standing there, then I said, okay, ito lang pala yung size niya. But I had fun, These are the experiences that are considered to be timeless and priceless.
Yes, yes, yes. So what so far what's the best experience? Best part
I
of it?
Actually, I remember we went around the beach area here in
Mm.
Florida, but we weren't able to go out because some of the citizens here don't wear masks, because I think there's a rule that once you're vaccinated, you're free to, go out without mask. But Mama J is so strict. So we were inside the van and we were like looking at the beach, and that was like our relaxation time. That was it. But we were having fun. I'm enjoying this trip because I'm with my family. I'm with Team Philippines, as I say.
Yes, yes. And always remember, Rabia, you have one friend there. Our VP, Brian De Anthony of Lx2 Entertainment,
Yeah.
who will show you around.
Yeah. After the competition, I'm gonna
Yeah.
enjoy. But now I need to be safe. I need to make sure that I'm
Yes,
never
yes, that's very true. That's very true. For sure, your life will turn full 360 when you will win the Miss Universe, or when you won the Miss Universe in the Philippines. And this Miss Universe pageant in USA would also bring a different turnaround in your life. Diba? What has been the biggest change in your life so far of winning Miss Universe Philippines?
Tito Albert, it's the fame that comes with the territory of being crowned as Miss Universe Philippines. I remember when I went home in Iloilo, I was like in the same area. Like I would always be there, but now people like want to take photo with me, things like that. And I realized that I always want to win. I always want to become a beauty queen, but I wasn't aware of what's gonna happen, after winning, the the cons that comes with it. Because, my life is public. It's like public property. I
Yes.
need to share everything and anything that I can. And sometimes it's funny because I remember I would see news articles that says, Rabia, hindi pa naka-adjust sa US. Rabia, gine-jet lag pa. Parang, it's funny.
But did you feel the jet lag? I don't think so. Did you feel it?
Tito Albert, there was a day in which I wasn't able to sleep 24 hours.
Oh,
It's
that
not
was
just me, it's the whole team.
Yes, yes, that's normal. So like for me also, fame is great, but you have to like treat fame in a very important aspect. Like you just have to be yourself. Sometimes fame kasi brings you out of yourself, and sometimes you just tend to forget to go back to who you are. So it is very important, Rabia, that you would always be yourself, and I'm sure you will always be. And kasi nga you're public property, you would feel that, at one point in my life, I felt like, when can I have a piece of my own self?
Yes.
Diba? I'm sure you felt that now. You're feeling that now. So because sometimes you can't just say no, to everyone. You just have to say yes all the time. But the thing here is, what is very important, you just have to learn how to say no to everyone. Okay, so this is one of the most exciting as part of this interview. Here we call the segment Albertism, where we can play simple game with our guests. This time we will have a game called Q&A with AA. So your favorite part. Okay? So all you have to do, Rabia, is pick a number from 1 to 5, and each number corresponds to a top question
Wow.
that's being asked on beauty pageants. All you have to do is to answer it as if you're in your Q&A in Miss Universe. Okay? Are you ready?
Let's do this. I'm excited.
Okay, Miss Philippines, please choose a number.
I'm choosing number 4.
Okay, your question is, if you could only have one wish, what would it be and why?
If I'm gonna have one wish, I want to meet my dad.
Oh,
I wasn't able to see him for 19 years. And I just want to let him know that now I am done with my studies. I am a professional and I am Miss Universe Philippines. And I hope that he does well in life. Because if not, I am willing to be the daughter that he needs. Thank you.
you're welcome. There you have Miss Philippines. Galing. You know, that's a very simple question for you actually. Diba? Parang ano lang, no? So, I'm sure you're gonna do it well during the Q&A in Miss Universe, and I'm sure the whole Philippines knows it. So, you're ready for Miss Universe already, Rabia. Good job. And here's the last part of the show before we let you go. I know it's like, what time is it there now? 9:30 in the evening, and it's about time for you to rest. So, you just have to do, all you have to do is to complete, this is the complete the sentence segment. Okay? So, share your top of mind answer and complete the following statement. Are you okay? Okay,
Let's do this.
let's do it. Before falling asleep last night, I was thinking of.
The Miss Universe crown.
Okay. I'm sure you dream also of Miss Universe crown.
Yes, I sometimes do. Sometimes, Tito Albert, just to share, I had this dream in which I am one of the last 2 ladies standing. I had that
Yeah.
dream. And it feels
Yes.
so real.
Yeah, and I see that, I see that you'll be the last one.
Thank you.
I see that because I was telling Jonas nga eh. I was telling John, I see Rabia in the top 3.
Oh,
In the top 3, the last 2. We might have another Miss Universe again. We will have another Miss Universe again.
thank you,
So
Tito.
you'll be the 5th one. Okay? So the next one is, the last person I said I love you to was.
My mama.
Sige. Let's rephrase it. The other last person I said I love you was.
Tito Albert, feeling ko hindi ko siya pwede magiging headline to.
Was your sister?
My mama.
Your mama. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I am Rabiya Mateo and I am.
I am Rabiya Mateo and I am Miss Universe 2020.
Yes, you are Miss Universe 2020. That's right. Let's claim it. Well, thank you so much, Rabia. Thank you for accepting our invitation. And do you know, Rabia, that this is my first show?
Wow.
And I'm doing it with you guys.
Wow. Thank you, Tito Albert, for having me. This
Yes,
is gonna be a good start.
Yes, thank you so much. Do you want to leave any message to our Filipinos out there and to the whole universe? Do you want to say a message before I let you go?
To all the Filipinos out there, all over the world, thank you so much for supporting me in this journey. I know you guys have been voting every day just to help me enter the top 21. And because of your efforts, it motivates me to really do well. And I hope on May 16, I make you all proud. I'm gonna do my best. That's a promise. Maraming
Wow. Ngayon pa lang, we are already very proud of you. We know that you'll do your best to represent our country in Miss Universe 2020 this coming May. Thank you very much, Rabia. And before Miss Universe, the whole Philippines will be praying for you, and we are rooting for you to become the next Miss Universe. You're the fifth Miss Universe in our lives and in the Philippines. And once again, on Slice of Life, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Universe Philippines 2020, the People's Queen, Rabiya Mateo. Thank you, Rabia.
Thank you, Tito Albert.
To everyone who is watching right now, thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed and learned a lot from this and very inspiring conversation with Rabia. Watch out for our next guest in our coming episodes and explore life one slice at a time. Don't forget to follow us in our different social media platforms, Lx2 Entertainment, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. See you again all next episode. This has been Albert Andrada. As I always say, God loves you always. Thank you very much and mabuhay.